हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 रामो राम राम हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. I welcome all of you for today's session. So today we are going to discuss Nectar of Devotion in that 6th chapter. So let me share the screen. 6th chapter I am going to discuss now. Yesterday we discussed the purity of the devotional service. And today we are going to discuss how to discharge devotional service. That will be the subject topic. That means, so sadhana bhakti is two types: Vaidhi sadhana bhakti and Raganuga sadhana bhakti. To do Vaidhi sadhana bhakti, one has to have the Dhrida Shraddha. Dhrida Shraddha is very important. Not the ordinary Shraddha or the Komal Shraddha is not going to work. He is not eligible. That means he cannot do the pure devotion, pure sadhana bhakti, whatever is explained by Rupa Goswami. So he can do some sadhana, but that doesn't fulfill the criteria given by Rupa Goswami. So for pure devotion. So then he has to come to that, from that sadhana bhakti to Shuddha sadhana bhakti. So by developing the eligibility criteria. What is the eligibility criteria? Dhrida Shraddha. So that will come from the pure devotees' mercy, and also by understanding from them the glories of the bhakti. So by understanding glories of the bhakti, when you develop your heart, only for Krishna, not for anything else, and you don't have any space in your heart for anything else, neither for the body, family, relatives, this, that, country. And if you have only ekena manasa, that means your complete heart is given to Krishna. So then that means that kind of understanding, that kind of consciousness you should develop. Then you can do 24 hours Shravanam Kirtanam, and that is the sadhana bhakti as per the definition of Rupa Goswami. Externally, he might be doing some so-called work, but since he is firmly fixed in this is known as Suddha Sadhana Bhakti. Suddha Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. Because Sadhana Bhakti means, according to the Rupa Goswami, it should be Suddha. Otherwise, it's not Sadhana Bhakti. Okay. So, then how to do this sadhana? You may get this doubt. How to do this sadhana? That means now I have full faith and I am fully submitting everything, my time and everything. Then what should I do to Lord? You have to do 64 limbs of the sadhana bhakti. He gives 64 items to you. You should practice any of that. Maybe for 4 hours this, 4 hours that, 4 hours that, 4 hours that, like that. 24 hours you can divide the 24 hours with the different, yeah, so with the angas of the bhakti. So then you should know the first, what are the 64. So that we are going to discuss now. 64 items. That's the Guru Padashraya Tasmat Krishna Dikshadi Shikshanam Visrambena Gurosya Va Sadhu Vartmanu Vartanam Sadharma Prucha Bhogadityaga Krishna. Like this, anyway, this reading Sanskrit is not going to make any sense for all of you. So that's why these are the items, 64, are listed in these many slokas. These 64 items we will be knowing one by one. First and foremost is Guru Padashraya. So you can see here, read out. So there are the 64. Now you see here 10 are there, which are very important, beginning. Then after that, you can see here another 10, 20. Then after that, here you can find here another 44. How many? First 10, next 10, and later 44. Total 64. 64 items इस chapter में बोला गया. In this chapter it is said. Any elaborately will explain all this in the coming chapters. So can anyone read the first 10? 1 second, let me have my earphones. Yeah, please. Yeah, Hema Krishna Prabhu. Go ahead.
Emma Prabhu, you want to unmute yourself first?
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you. Thank you. First one is accepting the shelter of the lotus feet of a bona fide spiritual master. Number 2, becoming initiated by the spiritual master and learning how to discharge devotional service from him. Number 3, obeying the orders of the spiritual master with faith and devotion. Number 4, following in the footsteps of great acharyas, teachers under the direction of the spiritual master. Number 5, inquiring from the spiritual master how to advance in Krishna consciousness. Number 6, being prepared to give up anything material for the satisfaction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. This means that when we engage in the devotional service of Krishna, we must be prepared to give up something which we may not like to give up. And also we have to accept something which we may not like to accept. Number 7, residing in the sacred place of pilgrimage like Dwarka or Vrindavan. Number 8, accepting only what is necessary or dealing with the material world only as far as necessary. Number 9, observing the fasting day on Ekadesi. And number 10, worshipping sacred trees like banyan tree. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. So I just remind all of you one important point. So you all remember this diagram. I will explain some other day. Here, this area is Suddha Bhakti. Suddha Bhakti is divided into 3 categories. Sadhana Bhakti, this is Sadhana. This is Bhava and Prema. Sadhana Bhakti is possessing so many steps. Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Amrita Nivritti, Nishta, Ruchi, and Asakti. These 6 are the Sadhana Bhakti. To enter into this, what is a qualification one has to? Little Shraddha, if I have no, just at least I am accepting Krishna as Supreme, and I have some extent of that means faith and bhakti, not fully. Still, I have so many, means I didn't come out to the bodily designation. Like to commit to the pure devotional service, one should be sarvopadi vinirmuktam tatparena nirmalattam rishikena rishikesu sevanu. One should come out from all the designations, but he has still the ruchi to identify as mother, father, this, that, brahmana, kshatriya. So then in that case, in that kind of cases, then his heart is covered with the designations. That means whatever the bhakti is there in his heart, that is also covered with what? Designations. Then he is not eligible. He is not in the, he is not eligible means he is not in the pure devotion. He is here. He is developing faith. For that he has to, what he has, that steps I explained. But then one develop the full faith, what he has to do? He has to associate sadhus. So here, why this sadhus? This already is doing here sadhu sangha, but this sadhu sangha I explained. This sadhu sangha is for the developing the bhajan. To do bhajan sadhu sangha is needed. Okay. Now he has full faith, and you want to. Wait a second. So when he developed a full shraddha, now he has to, he is ready to divide his whole day to do sadhana only. Yes, because he has complete faith on the law and he wants to do 24 hours sadhana. Sadhana means what? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. This is Sakshat Bhakti. It is not covered with any karma. So, in that case, he has to have the guidance for do his bhajan. That's the first one he has to take. Gurupada Ashraya. Here, before sadhu sangha, he has to have here one more step he can take here. What is that? This is in olden days. What is going to happen? So, like example, in the case of Rupa Goswami, all Goswamis, they left everything. So they have full faith on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They left even job, this, that, family, and they do bhajan 24 hours. All the time, different limbs of bhajan, direct devotion. Even after that also, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Narottam Das Thakur, Syamanand Pandit, Srinivasacharya, if you see, they are fully in the Krishna consciousness, 24 hours. They, so, whoever is getting full faith, they need, like so many people, they go to Vrindavan and they need complete, that means complete surrender there. They don't dependent on their on karma also. Oh, I have to work in the under the so under that Muslim king Muhammad. So and I have to get some money, then only I will do my bhakti. No, they are fully surrendered. That is the yes. And with that surrenderance, one should do. He should engage every time, all the minutes, for Krishna's service. So for that, he need, that means now he is surrendered, fully surrendered. Now how he should do bhajan, his whole day, how he should divide, what limbs he should follow. For that, Guru is needed. That is known as Guru Pada Ashraya. then, then he will recommend to him to go to the certain sadhus and be in their association and do these angas for this day. 4 hours kirtanam, 4 hours shravana, 4 hours archanam, 4 hours this parikrama. So doing the circumlating the parikrama and this and that. And what about the food? Krishna will arrange. Somewhere they are begging and there. So this is, if one does such a sadhana, then that is sadhana actually Rupa Goswami is saying in his book, Nectar of Devotion. But because of what happened? Many people who doesn't have full faith, because to do that what is needed, full faith. Full faith means, Uttama Shraddha means, Shastre Nipunecha Nishnata. He is expert in the Shastras and also he is having the Drudha faith, Drudha Vishwasaha, Drudha Shraddha. Very strong faith he has in the Lord and the Bhakti. And he also is expert in the scriptures also, and also logic. And such a people, they should do this, leaving the karma and going and doing the sadhana. Sadhana 24 hours. Like example, Ajamil went completely and did the sadhana. So, if one doesn't have such a uttama shraddha, strong faith, then what is recommended for them? They should be here. That means they do some karma and they maintain their body to live the Lord, to please the Lord. And they offer that because otherwise they will become sin. They offer that to the Lord. And then they eat it and they do some chanting to at least 2 hours. Here our gurus are there. Here. So when we are here, so Gurudev, here also we are taking the shelter of Guru. This Guru, so he is seeing our seriousness. If we are standing at least 16 rounds, Yes, you can take, that means the commitment. They are taking our commitment. And also we are working. Okay. So contributing some way in that way also. That work we are not making only for sense gratification. So since we are having the dependency on the work, so we work it, but you give to that to the Lord and take the remnants. So that we are purified from that one. But that is not the, if you mix that with the sadhana, then that is not the strong sadhana bhakti. No, that is not Rupa Goswami is saying here in this book. They are also should raise their Shraddha and come to the stage whatever is said by the Rupa Goswami. So, but here Guru is helping us, our Guru. So he is helping us. Okay, you have only this much Shraddha. Okay, at least 16 months you do. You work and give something to the Lord and develop. Hear the Bhagavatam regularly. Do the chanting and develop that. Develop that faith of the Lord so that you can chant the Krishna's names so to please him. So by doing that Tivra Bhakti 24 hours, then that will be destroying the anarthas. Before that, Guru, by his association here, he is making you to live simply. He is helping you to lift your consciousness. This, the whatever sadhana you are doing here, that is not satisfying the condition given by the Rupa Goswami. That's why I'm saying it is not sadhana bhakti as described by, as said by the standard by the Rupa Goswami. No. Because here bhakti is covered with the karma. So, but our gurus also, they want us to come to the stage of the pure devotion. That's why they are asking us to study Bhagavatam regularly, understand the glories of the bhakti and understand the glories of Krishna and surrender to him, surrender to him. So fully surrender to him. Don't surrender to your bodily designations. No. So they're helping us. And they're helping us. Then after once you reach to the strong, that means Shraddha, then what you should do, that also this Guru only, with whom you are now taking the Guru, that Guru only will be guiding you. That is Guru Padashray. This Guru Padashray is for the what? Guru Padashray means taking shelter at Guru. This shelter is for doing the 24 hours sadhana, how to 24 hours, how to divide to do the sadhana. For that, he is the guidance. And here, this same Guru, but he is acting for us in two different levels, in two different ways. Here, what he is doing is mainly he's focusing on us, how to improve our faith, how to. So here, Guru in this stage to come to bring to them to the pure devotional platform. That means pure sadhana bhakti. So for that, he has to make you to regularly hear Bhagavad, regularly hear the glories of the Lord, associate the sadhus, and whatever you work, you offer to the Lord. All these things he'll be saying to you and making you to strictly following or that or not. He is checking. He wants you to do the sadhana 24 hours. But here our movement, Srila Prabhupada says that even if you come to the stage of the doing sadhana for 24 hours, but you should not leave the work. Only to set an example. Otherwise, many people like you also they will leave the but you got the full Shraddha and you are leaving the work. But imitating you, many people who doesn't have Shraddha, they also leave the work by showing your example. Then lot of sahajiyas will come. Without Shraddha, without full Shraddha, if they leave the work, then what will happen in the society? Lot of people like you. So like less Shraddha, that means who doesn't have Shraddha, they also leave their work and they create disturbance. because they don't have full Shraddha, they cannot do bhajan 24 hours. On contrary, so they will be doing the illicit sex and this and that. That happened actually. That happened before Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Before Bhaktivinoda Thakur, so many people, sadhus, so they are saying that we are now bhajananandis, we will be doing the bhajan 24 hours. And that's why they left their family duties and they showed our philosophy as an proof, as a pramana, authority, and they left. And after that, coming to Vrindavan, what they did? They did the sex with the woman in there. The widow woman also started coming there. And with widow woman, this sannyas, these babajis, having dozen of women and having the sex and having the all that means begging and eating and doing sex and like that. Before Bhakti, Thakur, so much sahaja is game, artificial people. So that's why Bhakti, Thakur instructed his son, no, even if one get the 24-hour Shraddha to do 24 hours bhajan, he should be following the certain rules and regulations in the society. He should be under the varnashram system. That means sannyasi, gruhastha, vanaprastha, brahmachari. These are all the varnashram system, rules and regulations. To externally, they follow the sannyasi rules. Sannyasis, brahmacharis, full, they follow their brahmachari rules. But internally, they should continue, develop the full shraddha, and they should do 24 hours bhajan. So that is the way they Bhakti Siddhanta so restructured actually. No, that means even if you have full Shraddha, be in the ashram system. Should be in the ashram system, not like Babaji. Babaji means no ashram, no brahmachari, no, he is not brahmachari, he is not grihastha, he is not vanaprastha, he is not sannyasi. So this is the system actually. Bhakti Siddhanta introduced. Also Bhakti Thakur. Also, sorry, recommended and introduced by Bhakti Siddhanta and Prabhupada continue. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, also Prabhupada said. Because, so people know, that is also very important, Varnash also, because now these people who are here, they are working in the companies. So much hard work. And they are in the non-devotees association. For livelihood, they want to develop pure devotion. They want to develop their Shraddha fully on the Krishna. For that, they need the association of devotees and studying the Shastra from the mouth of pure devotees. But that's why further they want to association, but they want food also because they are not having the full faith now. So to earn food, then they are going and associating the non-devotees. So because of this, their whatever the little faith is shaken, is always shaken, and not able to develop further because he is associating the non-devotees. Because of that, his bhakti is becoming the weak. So that's what Prabhupada is saying. Why they should work under someone else? If they want to develop pure devotional service, they should be in the association of devotees. And all those devotees should get the association of pure devotee. Then, so these people easily can raise from the, their Shraddha can be raised. So that's why he said that don't work for the demons. Because they will be definitely exploiting you, your energy and your time. And they will be giving all the time their association, bad association. It will be it will be affecting your consciousness. And your mind is always agitated by that. That's why don't be with them. Leave their association and have your own communities. Live happily, you, by producing your food and milk, fruits, nuts, bolts, not bolts, nuts, bolts they produce. And happily, actually, you stay in the devotees community, read the Bhagavatam again and again, develop faith on Krishna, not on the karmis. Oh, karmis, they give job, then only I can survive. It's not good. It's not good because Krishna is the maintainer, not your boss. Because if this consciousness is there, then you cannot say Sarvadharman Parititya. No. You don't have some strong faith on Lord. No. So even for the food also you should dependent on Krishna. Then that is real surrenders. You say that okay, anyway, it's Krishna's world. No, Krishna is asking you to follow certain system to earn food and do that. You should follow for Krishna system, that is Varnashram system, and you should earn food, and you should be associate all the time devotees to raise the bhakti, to raise your Shraddha. So that's why Prabhupada said that make your own communities. That's why for that you need training. So that's why how outside people they are having the universities and colleges, and they are training the people, and they are sending them to their factories. Now Prabhupada is saying, no, no, we should not have such a factories. That means factory workers. And we should train our people based upon the Varnashrama college. Should train them in Varnashrama college, send them to work on the land and with the cows and happily live. You give this training by opening the colleges. That college name is Varnashrama College. You open this and train the people, these Mr. Bhaktas who have some faith on the Lord, and train them and make them to settle on the land and in the association of devotees. Let them do the strong bhakti. Let them increase their faith and let them bring them to the true sadhana for 24 hours. So this is what actually Prabhupada and Srila Bhakti Siddhanta wanted. Bhakti community focused to do the devotional service. These are needed. So that's why for the training, that's for that Varnashrama college is needed. Is being, yeah. So Prabhupada wanted that to be started in every ISKCON center, whatever, wherever we have. He wanted that. The purpose is to bring out them from the non-devotee association. That is the purpose. With that purpose, yes, we want this. And for that, yeah. So here Guru is going to guide us even after. His instructions will guide us once if we reach the stage of Suddha Bhakti also. So that's why we need the guidance in the when we start, we have complete faith, then we have to have a guru's instructions or guidance to do that, Siddha sadhana bhakti, 24 hours, how to divide that, what anga of the bhakti we should do, how much time we should do, when we should shift to the Vaidhi to Raganuga bhakti. For that we need guru. So that's a guru padashraya. Then after that, what is the next thing? Guru Pada means lotus feet of the Guru. Ashraya means shelter. One should take the shelter of the lotus feet of Guru. The next, becoming initiated by spiritual master and learning how to discharge devotional service from him. Yes, then he will be inspiring you and he will be teaching how to discharge the devotional service. In which hour, how many hours you should do Shravanam, how many hours should do Kirtanam, this and that. Yes. Next, obeying the orders. But for us, our gurus, here, when we are now still many are here only, 99% are here only, 98% at least. For these people, so at least Prabhupada said this 10, 22, 16 rounds minimum, he said minimum. That means he also wanted us to do maximum rounds and reach to the pure sadhana bhakti and do the 24 hours sadhana, 24 hours chanting. That he also wanted. But now here we are. So minimum 2 hours we should do 16 rounds and do the at least so some basic worship and offer the food. And like that you begin it. But this will be changed actually when you reach the Siddha Sadhana Bhakti, it is going to change. Guru will be instructing you, increase your ranks, increase. increasing should be done. And we should satisfy, our sadhana bhakti should satisfy the conditions given by Rupa Goswami. We should reach to that stage. So, so gradually, we should, after taking the shelter of the Guru, we should discharge devotional service as per him. Obeying the orders of the spiritual master with faith and devotion. Following in the footsteps of great acharyas under the direction of spiritual master. So whatever the acharyas said, that means all the Rupanugas should follow Rupa Goswami and should aspire for what bhakti? So Kamanuga Bhakti. Kamanuga Bhakti, that means Madhuri Rasa we want. We should follow our acharyas. We are not going to aiming to go to the Vaikuntha, no. Or not the Dwarika, or not the Saket. We want to go to Golok Vrindavan. So that's why we should follow our acharyas. Next, fifth, inquiring from the spiritual master how to advance in Krishna consciousness. He gave instructions and you started doing, but how to advance further? You should inquire from him. Being prepared to give up anything material. So, anyway, we should be, for doing sadhana, that's 24 hours, you should be ready to accept anything, and you should accept which is not liking you, also you should accept, and also you should ready to reject whatever you are liking. Because now Guru said that to do this sadhana 24 hours, then you have to leave this. You have to leave this. Then, because you have full faith on the Lord, for him, you will be leaving anything. You will be leaving anything which is not helpful to do regular 24 hours sadhana. And also you are ready to accept which is not liking by you. So since you want to do full bhakti, sadhana bhakti, because that is the meaning of surrenderance. Full shraddha means surrenderance. It means complete faith. Complete faith means what? You are ready to leave anything for the doing sadhana, and you are ready to accept anything. So if you have less faith, then you will be here. And you can leave only few things, and you can accept only few things which are not liking to you, and you will reject, you can leave the few things which are you are liking. But when you have full shraddha, then to do 24 hour sadhana, you are ready to leave anything. So that's a main criteria is what? Increasing the shraddha is very important. Shraddha means faith. That means Lord is going to take care of me. What is the problem for me? This is the consciousness. Faith means that. So then that means what he said, being prepared to give up anything material for the satisfaction of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. That means that when he are engaged in the devotional service of Krishna, he must be prepared to give up something which we may not liking to give up. And also we should accept which we may not like to accept. That means anukulyasya sankalpa pratikulyasya varjanam. If something liking which is against the bhakti, you should leave that. And something which is not liking by you, but which is favorable to the bhakti to do your sadhana, you should. For example, you are very much addicted to your bodily comforts, and you don't want to stay in the simple ashram. But if you say in that simple ashram, you are going to do the bhakti 24 hours, then you are ready to accept that. Simple ashram, you can stay. That is. Next, residing in a sacred place. One should, you should not see for the profit and okay, in this city I am going to get the good money and good job is there and good money I'll get. If you have space for those things in your heart, then you are not in the pure devotion. You are not a pure sadhaka. No. Because you have something else than the Krishna in your heart. That means your bhakti is covered by that. The designations and those things. No. So, but here, so in the case of the Suddha sadhaka, that means pure devotion. Then he has to live in the holy places. If it is for the sake of preaching, that means it is also Suddha Bhakti. If preaching means is also part of the, is also one of the limb, is a Shravanam Kirtanam. So if that is going to give benefit to the others also, then you may stay in the city also. But main motive is what? There in that case, you are so helping us. You are helping your Guru's mission. That's why you are there. Because that is said by him. Okay. So, and that is also that Guru's instruction is not mixed with the karma also. Guru can instruct you to do mixed devotionals because you are not in the standard. That means do karma and also do bhakti. But whatever he said, you cannot say that everything is pure devotion. No. Based upon your level, he is instructing. So your main point is one should reside in the holy places. So if it is not possible by some or other reason, so he should be, while doing the chanting also, he should think that he is in the Vrindavan and doing chanting. Yes, mentally should live. Accepting only what is necessary or dealing with material world only as far as necessary. So his business is what? Doing sadhana 24 hours. So only that much you should accept from the society, just which can make your body and soul together. Maybe some grusthas, they are in the pure devotion, they might be doing the work. Their consciousness is like this. They are not they are not thinking that their job is maintaining them. Krishna's mercy is maintaining. And they don't think that the food is maintaining them. Krishna's mercy is maintaining. Because a lot of people eat food what made they die. Because of indigestion, so many things. Even it is digested, they will die. So eating food, everyone is making everyone to alive. No, no. Many are even eating food and every day, but they are dying or not. Yes. So ultimately, what Krishna's mercy is needed. So they see that Krishna's mercy is the cause to living also. With this consciousness, they will be working, and even they work only to set an example, and even that also they offer to the Lord only to maintain their body and soul together. So that much they accept. Not that there is no enjoyment. No. So that they can do service. So such is that is the consciousness. So accepting what is necessary and observing the fasting, Ekadasi. This is also limb of the bhakti. Doing Ekadasi is a direct devotion. Worshipping sacred trees like banyan tree. Like sacred trees, because Krishna is saying, Aswatha Vriksha is my, I am among the trees. So with that consciousness, one can worship the banyan tree. It's a Krishna. Seeing other Krishna as Paramatma. But generally not necessary, but if it is also okay. Like this tenor said, the next 10, who is going to read? My voice is audible for everyone.
Yes, Prabhu. I'll read the next 10.
Yes.
The
Yes, Prabhu.
The next set of instructions is listed as follows. Number 1, one should rigidly give up the company of non-devotees. Number 2, one should not instruct a person who is not desirous of accepting devotional service. Number 3, one should not be very enthusiastic about constructing costly temples or monasteries. Number 4, one should not try to read too many books, nor should one develop the idea of earning his livelihood by lecturing on or professionally reciting Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita. Number 5, one should not be neglectful in ordinary dealings. Number 6, one should not be under the spell of lamentation in loss or jubilation in gain. Number 7, one should not disrespect the demigods. Number 8, one should not give unnecessary trouble to any living entity. Number 9, one should carefully avoid the various offenses in chanting the holy name of the Lord or in worshipping the deity in the temple. Number 10, one should be very intolerant toward the blasphemy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, or his devotees.
Thank you,
Hare Krishna.
Madhuri. Hare Krishna. So in this set, anyway, we are going to read each and every in detail, but just so as I within 10 minutes we'll be finishing overall all the 64. Just because we are going to read again. Here you can see here in this next 10, one should rigidly give up the company of non-devotee because he's a pure devotion he want. So you see always you keep this diagram in front because he wants to do 24-hour sadhana. Why he will be in the association of non-devotees? He should not be. Should not be non-devotee because they will be disturbing the elements for the doing sadhana. So you should give up the strictly non-devotees association. Similarly, people who are here, who didn't have full faith, not able to do the bhajan 24 hours, they also should understand this instruction. For them also it is useful because, so they should also leave the non-devotees association and try to take the devotees association, and so that they can easily develop the more and more faith on the Lord. And they should dependent on the Lord given systems like varnashram system, like land and cows. They should produce their bodily needs by depending on the God given system, so that their faith on the Lord will increase. If they dependent on the demons given system, and they will be developing the faith on them, and that is obstacle to the developing faith on the Lord. You have to understand this. If you don't grasp this point, and you are not understanding the mood of Srila Prabhupada and mood of the mission of our acharyas. So, because the main criteria is the faith, on whom you have faith. That's the main point. It's not that the where you are working, but its the point is where you have faith. So that's why our Prabhupada is saying, why we have to dependent on the others. So non-devotees, they will be disturbing your bhakti. So when you associate with them, in your heart, actually Rajoguna and Tamoguna increases. When Rajo and Tamogunas are increasing, even you are studying the Bhagavad Gita, you are understanding something else. The meanings of the Bhagavad Gita you will be not getting as it is. You might be hearing the words and you might be knowing the meanings of those words, but when you do the anvaya of those words, when you try to derive the meaning of that whole sentence, because of your being in the mode of passion and ignorance, you will be getting the different meaning. Because of this, you will be getting different meaning. Same people, one is in the goodness, one is in the passion, one is in the ignorance, and three people are hearing the same sentences and same words are there. Everyone is hearing clearly and everyone knows the meanings, but three are getting the three different meanings from that. Different understanding, I say, different understanding of overall sentence. Why? Because they are being affected by modes. They are dominated by the modes. Person who is in the mode of goodness, he will be understanding the meaning of whole sentence as it is. And person who is in the mode of passion, he is getting something else. And person who is in the mode of ignorance, he will be getting the even entirely different. So that's why this is very important. We should not associate the places which are fully filled with the passion and ignorance. That will be stumbling blocks to develop right understanding on Krishna. And right, that will be stumbling block to know properly Shastra. So that's why Prabhupada wanted all of us, don't take the association of non-devotees. Their activity is always in the passion and ignorance, and they will be, so by their association, you will also in the same passion and ignorance, and you will be agitated by them. Your goal is different, and their goal is different. Their goal is sense gratification. Your goal is pure devotion. Your goal is developing faith on the Lord. Their goal is exploiting the resources of the Lord. Why you have to be with them? You have so much addiction for their association. You feel their association is maintainer of your life. They are maintaining you. That means what kind of Shraddha you have on the Lord? This is not a good thing actually for developing pure devotion. Pure devotion means full faith. You should have faith on the Lord. So that's why Prabhupada wanted to not to associate the non-devotees. And when you are in the non-devotees association, they are cheating. 10 people, you are doing business and they are cheating. You also should do the cheating like them. Otherwise, you cannot survive. Then what is that? Your consciousness is fully filled with, ignorance. And with that ignorance consciousness, even if you study Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Nectar of Devotion, you'll be understanding something else. Those modes are dominating you. Okay. Next, quickly, we have 5 minutes. Non-devotee association, one should leave. One should not be enthusiastic constructing temples. This we will be discussing one by one when they come. Okay. Next important items are just they are listing only, na. One should decorate the body with the tilak, and these are all simple, very. These also wearing the tilak, wearing the flowers, garlands, offering to the deities. One should learn to dance before the Lord, and one should learn bow down. One should pay obeisances to the Lord. So one should visit the regularly temple. One should, being born in the stool, stroll in the street. The devotee should immediately follow the procession. When Lord's procession is going on, you should follow. So like this. These are all very easy. Just you read it as a number, but each and everything will be explained again. Then I will explain that in the coming chapter. So tomorrow we are going to discuss 7th chapter. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Any questions? No questions? Okay. Hare Krishna. वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यो च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्तवृंद की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
Jai.
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण।
Krishna.
Hare
Thank you so
Krishna.
much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Prabhu. Thank you so much.
I am ending the meeting. Punita Mataji. Punita. Is okay?
Yes, Prabhu.